and welcome to a review of The Revenant. It's weird, the two films I'm reviewing, actually I'm going to record like a couple tonight. They're not new, they've been out for a while, and you've probably seen them. But fuck it, I just want to talk about films that I enjoy, so that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, as last time, tiny little bit at the beginning, where no spoilers at all. Tiny little bit saying if I like this film or not, and then I'll go into a longer discussion after that. Oh, this rum isn't not getting any stronger. Shit. Okay, tiny bit. I think this film is good. I don't think this film is as good as people make it out to be. Actually, that's not true. I think it's very, very good. I think this film is flawed, though. And I think a couple of things could be cut out and nothing would be lost. I think there's some moments it drags on slightly too long. And I would maybe recommend this film. Like, visually, it's fucking incredible. And I think that's alone worth a good enough reason to see it in a cinema. Which I don't know if it's in cinema anymore, but anyway. But I would say probably wait for this film to be on DVD anyway, just because I think some bits do go a bit long and you may want to be able to relax on a sofa or something. But overall, I think this film is fantastic, and I think I have a little bit of bias because I love the director already, but I think there's some bits that could be trimmed. But it's great. I'm never going to make anything as good as this film, so I don't know if I even have the right to fucking judge. But anyway, longer one. Actually, no. I think you'll like this film. There we go, we're going to do this. I think you'll like this film if you respect filmmaking, if you enjoy Leonardo DiCaprio, if you enjoy just good films. Actually, that's not fair, because if you don't like... I don't think you won't enjoy this film if you're not super into long, drawn-out cuts of looking at environments, which I do enjoy, but... I think if you get bored easily, which isn't an insult, it's more of just... Sometimes you might want something... This pace isn't bad, it just kind of slows at some point, and it might not be your thing. If you've been bored by other longer films, you might not be into this. Anyway, let's do the longer one. So, we'll start like we did with Deadpool. I love that I'm talking about Deadpool in a Revenant review. Shit. Actors. Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty fucking great. I don't think I liked him. I think more in other. I like when he's being kind of crazy. I guess I just love The Wolf of Wall Street a bit too much. But he's great. He's genuinely very, very good. He pulls off the gruff and the beaten and the kind of broken, and you genuinely feel for him. I don't know how much that's him or the performance of Tom Hardy being a dick or the directing of. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know your name off the top of my head, but I'll get to you later. So yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is very, very good, and Tom Hardy is as well, as I was saying. I do love Tom Hardy in like the villain role, and it seems what he always gets is like, even if he's the protagonist of a film, he's usually a dick or a gangster or an asshole or someone, and you hate him, you do want him. It's weird, you hate him, but you also understand the character's reasoning 100% as to why he's doing what he does, and it kind of actually makes more sense what he says than other characters, which is weird. But yeah, he's pretty great. And there's the guy who's in Harry Potter and Ex Machina and in Star Wars. I don't know your name. He's got a red hair. I don't know. He's fine. He's fine as the captain who probably shouldn't be in place, and he got there via other means than being good at his job. And there's the kid who... he's older than me. I can't say kid. He was in lots of Channel 4 comedies, and he was in The Maze Runner, which I never saw. He does a fine job as well. This film is mainly about Leo and Tom, and both are very, very good in their roles. I'm going to say, talk about the director, because I love him. But I can't remember his name. Alejandro, maybe. So I should Google this. I'm going to riff or edit it in post. Depends how I feel. When I listen back to this tomorrow, I go, Archie, what the fuck were you doing? It's my phone. It's not going to work. Can you hear this? Can you hear me tapping away? Come on, phone. It is directed by Alejandro Gonzalez. in a... I am sorry, sir. Alejandro. I'm just going to call you Alejandro because I like you that much that I think we could be friends. I love his other work. I love Birdman with a burning passion. I watch it about once a week. I just put it on in the background and I love it. He does seem to have a weird thing for comets. And was that just the comet in Birdman that was just in the beginning and it kind of fit in the film, but it was just there. And then there's a comet does he just like comets and it's becoming his thing? I gotta wait for the next film he does and see if he also puts a comet in it for no reason. It was weird. It stood out to me. I don't know. Anyway, I love. He's an amazing director. Like I think he just wants to make the long shot his thing after Birdman, and the opening of this film, which is this incredible not Pearl fucking Harbor. That film's shit. Saving Private Ryan. How did I get those two confused? God, I hate myself for that. Yeah, it has like this long, awesome action sequence. Not even action, it's like a massacre with Native Americans and these... What are they? Are they like... We get pelts, right? Pelt hunters? I don't know what the job title is. But it's them being attacked and it's incredible. There's a ton of this stuff. Like, just visually, this film is beautiful and tense and fuck it. Like, you clearly know about the bird attack. Fuck me. The bear attack, which I guess that's my one other problem with this film, is every animal is CG, and I guess there's a reason for that. Is that this film uses 100% real lighting, so they only had like this tiny period each day to shoot. So trying to get like a bird or something to sit in the right place would waste your time and be ridiculous. But every animal is CG, and it's like that bear attack is hardcore and like hard to watch. But when I was watching it, I was like, oh, it's clearly a CG bear, and it's not bad and doesn't take away from the film, but it stands out to me when I think about the film. Like, oh yeah, the thing was just see, and how incredible like just some of the wide shots are of just landscapes. It's just beautiful, amazing. But then there's just a CG bird on a branch. You're like, why is the CG bird there? And the bear itself is CG. And I'm like, where's the fucking CG bear? I don't think it's not. I don't know. Maybe I should have been more absorbed. I don't know. But that's the weirdness. The actual plot itself is pretty basic. It's a revenge story. Dude gets fucked over, wants revenge. It's based on a true story. The actual revenge plot is fine, and it has a fucking awesome payoff. I'm not going to say a pretty good payoff. It's worth, like I said earlier in the shorter one, that the pacing's a bit weird, and I think a few scenes could have been shortened without the film losing anything. But I think also maybe those longer scenes, if you wait in, help you connect to Leo's character of the wait before he gets to do the fucking shit at the end. But there's a side plot about Native Americans, and I feel almost like it was an afterthought. Like Alejandro, my pal. I feel like he wanted this awesome opening long shot of this fucking massacre, but then thought, is it kind of fucked up to have the beginning of this film be that Native Americans are savages and things? So he added like a subplot about the reason the Native Americans are following the pelt people, which it feels kind of tacked on. Like they show up every now and again, and they show up at the end, and it doesn't really ever pay off. They're just kind of there. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people disagree on me with this, but if they weren't in the film the way they are, I don't think the film would have been any worse. I think it was more there just so it wasn't this blatant savages sort of thing. Like they wanted to give them more substance than that, which I understand. It didn't really feel needed. Again, a couple of things could have been trimmed, and it wouldn't have felt like it lost anything. Is my other thing. But I do think this film is great. I think again, I'm reviewing these way after these films are out, and like Deadpool's made millions, and this Leo has just won an Oscar. So I don't think you need me telling you why I think these films are good. but I just thought I'd share my thoughts. And I think this is generally a good film. I think this is worthy of an award. So yeah. And I just love Alejandro. I'm not going to pronounce your second name because I feel I would insult you. But I don't know. He's never going to watch this. He's never going to see it. I'm just saying it because I'm on a lot of alcohol. So yeah, I think you'll like this film if you like film as a visual medium. If you like fucking gripping characters. Again, I think you might not be into this. If you are not bored easily, but I don't think this film's for everyone. I understand. I think if you didn't enjoy Birdman for the fact that you thought it was boring, you might find parts of this film dragging. And I can give it that because I could sit there and just be absorbed and love those scenes. But I understand why some people might not. But I think it pretty much, again, most people would enjoy this film. I think it's very good. So yes. I've been Archie. This is a review for The Revenant. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And goodbye.